Thinking about remodeling your home? Or maybe you're even thinking about building a new home, or maybe a new building out back. Either way, call on the building experts at B² Construction. Get your project started today. From decks to roofing to kitchen and bath to siding to gutters. Also window and door replacement. With over 40 years of combined experience, B² Construction. Call Brad Beatonhead at 704-201-4453 or Banjo Strap at 704-713-8296 to get your project started today. The Car Store in Cherryville is your source for auto sales and service. Stop by and see the Jenkins boys for the best deals around on pre-owned vehicles. The Car Store now does inspections, oil changes, tire and wheel changes, along with brake service, paintless dent removal, and minor repairs. The Car Store in Cherryville is locally owned and operated for 20 years on the Lincoln and Highway 150 East in Cherryville. Let them earn your business. If they don't have it, they'll find it. Call 704-435-1988.
Some people don't know what a credit union is. It's not a secret club. In fact, the only secret about a credit union is that it's better than a bank. Carolina Federal Credit Union offers the area's best rates, lower fees, and better service.
I'm not just a number, I'm a member.
My credit union helped me get financially fit.
Our credit union helps our family out every day.
My credit union.
My credit union.
My credit union
is
Carolina Federal Credit Union.
Contact Carolina Federal Credit Union today and learn the secret firsthand.
It's
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to American Legion Baseball coverage on 1590 WCSL and on WhatsUpShopper.com. It's Area 4 third-round playoff action, Game 1 between Cherryville Post 100 and Shelby Post 82. Cherryville having defeated Gastonia 3-0 in the first round, and Union County 3-1 in the second round. Cherryville's had a day of rest. Meanwhile, Shelby went 5 games with the folks from Huntersville there, Kevin Hastings.
Yesterday.
They played 2 games yesterday and won that series 3-2. So Shelby hadn't had a lot of rest, and they played 2 yesterday.
No, they've been real busy. And they, like you said, they played 2 yesterday. They had 2 or 3 rainouts this week. At least they didn't have to go to Union County to get rained out like we did. But for the most part, I've been back and forth between these 2 teams. I know you haven't seen Shelby much, but this is going to match up as one of the most evenly matched, it could go either way type of series. And Shelby, every series they've played so far has been like that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Neither team really has that stud player, stud pitcher that you're going to say, when he pitches, that's a W. Both teams will rely on their hitting, but the pitching will be the key on both teams, whether or not who can basically, not walk the least and to do the. It's going to come down to the pitching, but that's not what these teams are going to rely on. They're going to rely on the big sticks, and both these teams can hit it well. Shelby, top 5 guys at least in the lineup, can go deep. They hit it well last night. Brock Melton hit one last night that would have been on top of the gym here that stayed in the park at Shelby. Poor kid.
Yeah.
But it's going to be an even matchup, Milton. We're going to get ready here in a few minutes. I'm actually going to get off the air. Josh is going to step in, but I was going to give you the Shelby Post 82 scouting report before we go. Now, almost every right-hander on their team throws sidearms, so don't be surprised by that.
Okay. All right, we're glad to have our folks listening in on 1590 WCSL. There's also coverage on our sister station, WOHS 1390, plus the WhatsUpShopper.com feed is our radio audio for the Shelby and Cherryville fans. So we welcome all of our viewers on WhatsUpShopper.com. Josh Moo Collins has just put on the headset here. Good evening to you, sir.
Am I on?
You are on.
Okay, Moo.
Moo Collins is here. We've got a crowd of folks out there in the stands as well, Josh. This is going to be a heavily attended series.
There's a line outside halfway down to the field house
to get in the gate.
There sure is.
Oh my goodness!
I love it.
Yeah,
I love
great.
it. It's good to see a full ballpark here tonight.
Yes, sirree. I hope a lot of folks brought their radio with them. If you couldn't make it, like I say, I hope you're listening to it on the radio or watching on WhatsUpShopper.com.
That's
well,
right.
The umpires, there's 3 umpires for this third round action. They'll have their meeting with the coaches at home plate in just a few minutes. And when we come back on our pregame show, we'll take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. We have those lineups in early, and we appreciate that. And we'll get those lineups out on the air to you in just a moment after the break. So stay tuned. This is the B² Construction Post 100 broadcast on WCSL and WhatsUpShopper.com. We'll be right back. Lots of fun at Exhilaration Station in Cherryville. Exhilaration Station has something every family member would enjoy. Batting cages, mini golf, games for every age. Why, Exhilaration Station can even help you with that next great birthday party. Open 7 days a week behind the old Harris Teeter in Cherryville. Call 704-435-0670. Remember, take time out and have some good old-fashioned fun at Exhilaration Station.
There you go, Ann. Your new account is now open. Just one more little thing. Here's your card.
What was that? It's my new bank. Every time I turn around, I get hit with another fee.
You need to get an account at Carolina Federal Credit Union.
She's right.
Tired of getting hit by bank fees? Switch to Carolina Federal Credit Union today. Make those pains go away.
Here's your receipt.
It's time to gear up to mow the grass, prune the trees, and trim the weeds. To help with your outdoor projects, Husqvarna has everything you need. This means you can save time on the job, get the job done right, and enjoy the results of your hard work. Stop by Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center on the Reachville Road in Lincoln and see the full line of Husqvarna products. Husqvarna can help you with all of your lawn and landscape needs. Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center in Lincoln. Husqvarna, taming the wild. Most of us will make or assist in making funeral arrangements of some kind in our lives. This can mean making many decisions at a very difficult and emotional time. At Carpenter's Funeral Home of Cherryville, their funeral directors, John Porter and Carol Carpenter, are there to offer help and guidance. Carpenter's Funeral Home promotes the highest ethical and professional standards while maintaining cost-effective service, even winning the Pursuit of Excellence Award. Carpenter's Funeral Home, 1100 East Main Street in Cherryville, a member of the North Carolina Funeral Directors Association. Cherryville and North Lake Country Club are both open to and welcome to the public. Both locations have been recently remodeled and are available for weddings and receptions, also reunions, corporate and private parties, and more. The Cherryville Country Club is open for lunch and supper Thursday and Friday from 11 to 9, and both Cherryville Country Club and the North Lake Country Club are accepting new memberships at this time. The Cherryville Country Club golf course is also available to the public. Come on down for a great meal and great golfing experience. Cherryville Country Club and the North Lake Country Club.
On play going over the ground rules right now. Josh, Milton Baker and Josh Moo Collins with you here this evening. I'm not going to let that rest.
Should we just go ahead and tell him why I got the name Moo?
He mooed for free chicken nuggets.
Last week, it was 2 days ago. Milton and Danny Aker and myself, we traveled the long, arduous journey up to Union County to for Game 4 of the Cherryville Union County series. We stopped along the way. We were hungry at Chick-fil-A. Turns out it was Cow Appreciation Day. Everybody was dressed up like cows. They were getting free food and asked me why I didn't dress up. And I said, well, I had no idea. I'm driving. I'm an hour and a half away from home. I'm just hungry. I stopped here to eat. And I said, well, I really wanted in on the action and wanted some free food as well. So I said, anything that I can do to get some free food. And they said, well, you can moo like a cow, really loud, exaggerated like a cow. So there we were in this
Don't dare this youngin'.
And so I just went moo, but much more long and loud. And so Milton and Danny actually lowered their heads and walked away from me very quickly.
Yeah.
And therein lies my new nickname, Moo Collins.
Moo Collins.
So now you know.
And he did it all for some chicken nuggets.
Yeah, chicken nuggets.
Well, let's take a look.
And they were good. They were worth every move.
Oh, that was a good meal. Well, let's see here. Let's take a look at their starting lineups as the meeting at home plate is broken up. And leading off playing at third base for Shelby Post 82 with a 17-17 record is number 6, Jackson Mims. Batting in the second hole, the left fielder, number 11, C.J. Brooks. Batting third, right fielder, number 19, Evan Loasis. Batting fourth and playing center field, number 7, Nick Triplett. Batting fifth at first base, number 21, Brock Melton. Batting in the sixth spot, the catcher, number 12, Riley Smith. Batting seventh at second base, number 5, Cody Fitch. Batting eighth at shortstop, number 1, Dustin Green. And pitching tonight, batting ninth, number 9, Chandler Young. For Cherryville Post 100 with a 27-5 record. Leading off in center field, number 10, Thomas Bess. Batting second, the right fielder, number 5, Josh Beam. Batting in the third spot at second base, number 17, Brett Huff. Batting cleanup, designated hitter, number 16, Seth Weekly. He'll hit for tonight's pitcher, number 3, Dylan Hastings. Batting fifth at first base, number 30, Brandon Alexander. Batting sixth in left field, number 15, Blake Mosteller. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 19, Ryan Kraft. Batting eighth, third baseman, number 22, Sam Travis. And batting ninth, the catcher, number 23, Luke Kaiser. Of course, Shelby coached by Mike Grayson, Cherryville by Bobby Reynolds, and PA announcer Danny Aker is announcing the lineups here to the fans in attendance. We'll have our Code of Sportsmanship invocation from Dr. Vince Hefner from First Baptist Church of Cherryville, and we'll have the national anthem. And we'll come back after all that, Josh, with
Sounds good.
Baseball tonight at Fraley Field in Cherryville. Come on out. We'll see you here. We'll be back after this time out. You're listening to the B Square Construction Post 100 radio broadcast.
So many policies with different providers makes everything confusing.
Man, when you bundle your home, auto, and life insurance policies with Nationwide, will help you feel more protected and even save you up to 25%. I think you can take it from here, right? Nationwide is on your side.
Call your local Nationwide agent, Sandy Cunningham in Cherryville today at 704-445-1990.
For complete auto repair, see Garen Sellers at Seller Service Center on the Dallas-Cherryville Highway. Right now, they're offering alignments for only $29.95 with a purchase of 4 tires. But hurry, the offer ends soon. From tires and repair to inspections to alignment and custom rims, Seller Service Center does it all. From AC repair to shock, struts, oil changes, and computerized balancing. Seller Service Center does it all. 7156 Dallas-Cherryville Highway. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, Saturdays, 8 to 1.
St. John's Lutheran Church has a new pastor. Reverend Eric Childers welcomes everyone to worship at St. John's in Cherryville. Sunday school begins at 9:45 a.m. and worship at 11 a.m. every Sunday. We also have Lenten services on Wednesdays with meal at 6 p.m. and service at 6:30 p.m. through Easter Sunday. Elementary school youth also meets every Wednesday at 4:45, and high school and middle school youth meet every other Sunday night at 6 p.m. Come visit and worship with us at St. John's Lutheran Church, 310 West Church Street, Cherryville, North Carolina, 704-435-9264.
Bruce isn't sure why he's out here, but this happens every time Aunt Betty and her allergies come to town, doesn't it, Bruce? But now, Train can help downtrodden animals like Bruce. A Train Clean Effect system removes up to 99.98% of the allergens from all the air that it heats or cools, so your owners will never choose Aunt Betty over you again. Let's go find your family a Train dealer.
Call Roland Black Heating and Cooling, 704-865-1375.
It's hard to stop a train.
When the septic tank backs up, Dennis Willis Septic Service in Cherryville is the name to remember. Dennis Willis services, repairs, and installs all types of septic tanks. They have pump-out tanks, too. Call Dennis Willis for septic tank service at 704-435-2326. Again, that's 704-435-2326 for professional, fair, and honest work from a name you've trusted for years. Dennis Willis Septic Tank Service of Cherryville. Again, that's 704-435-2326.
Help you with that next great birthday party. Open 7 days a week behind the old Harris Teeter in Cherryville. Call 704-435-0670. Remember, take time out and have some good old-fashioned fun at Exhilaration Station. And we're back at Fraley Field. Milton Baker and Josh Collins with you this evening. Glad you're listening in on 1590 WCSL or watching on WhatsAppShopper.com. As on the hill for Cherryville is Dylan Hastings. Dylan pitched 3 innings Friday night. He has 9 innings of eligibility, Josh, with that 12 innings and 72-hour rule. So he has 9 innings of availability tonight.
Well, we will see how his arm had a day of rest yesterday. Shelby did not get there. They had to play a doubleheader yesterday, so I know they're tired, but we did get a day of rest yesterday, a much-needed day of rest.
Mm-hmm.
He looked good for 3 innings the other night.
Yes, he did. He came in with bases loaded, nobody out in the 7th inning at Union County. Some runs did score, but Cherryville able to hit and outscore Union County in what was a 1-1 ball game at one point, but then turned into a slugfest in the latter half of that game. And Cherryville came away with a 14-8 victory. They scored 14 runs against Union County in Game 4 and 18 in Game 2, winning the series 3 games to 1.
In Game 4, it was an inning and a half, and there were, between the two of them, I think there was 13 runs scored in an inning and a half.
Yeah, so Cherryville and Shelby, huge crowd here tonight, folks, still coming in. You said there was a big long line at the ticket booth to get in.
It's very good to see these stands packed. I love playoff baseball. And it's good because, Shelby is right down the road, so we can fill the stands up.
There you go. There'll be a crowd at Shelby tomorrow night for Game 2. And here we go with the first pitch of tonight's game. The Jackson Mims fouled off, strike 1, run away at 7:04 this evening. Strike 1 on Jackson Mims, the right-handed batter. He's third baseman. Shelby in their orange jerseys, white pants. Cherryville in white shirts and pants. Curveball from Hastings. It's a ball, and it's 1-1, and that even with the windows closed in the press box, Josh, you could hear the Cherryville fans' disapproval.
Well, it's going to be like that. This is a local rival. Mm-hmm. It's the playoffs, and the fans are really going to get behind this on both sides tonight.
1-2 count as that last pitch called a strike. Next pitch swung on a miss by Mims, and Hastings gets strikeout number 1 here in the top of the first inning. I'd like to thank our scoreboard sponsors, Hauser Drug and Mr. Sparky, a division of Wise Electric. Our title sponsor, P-Square Construction. Our post-game show sponsored by College Building Supplies. And our MVP award in the post-game brought to you by Medical Center Pharmacy. Batter up, left-handed batter C.J. Brooks. First pitch outside. Next pitch sails wide. It's 2-0 quickly on Brooks.
I've been filming some of the Shelby games as well. And even though Shelby's a 500 ball club, I think that they beat Huntersville, and so I just want to say they're picking up here in the latter part of the half, and Mr. Brooks here has been part of that reason.
Getting hot when it counts. Speaking of filming and cameramen, on the roof of the Henry Dome here is Freddie Farley tonight. Appreciate the job he does out there, bringing you folks the picture on WhatsAppShopper.com. It goes 3-1 on Brooks. And the pitch from Hastings swung on and missed.
Big swing.
Brooks swinging probably at ball 4 there. But it's 3-2 now with 1 out, nobody on in the top of the first. And Hastings, the right-hander, the line and the pitch. It's a ball. And that'll put Shelby's C.J. Brooks aboard with 1 out.
Coming up now, we have Evan Lavassis. Loasis, sorry.
Probably can't read my writing. Loaces. Loasis. Throw to first. Brooks is safe. Loasis, a right-handed batter and right fielder for post 82 of Shelby. Again, they are 17-17 on the season overall, but they've been hot in the playoffs when it mattered. And there's ball one from Hastings to Loasis.
And that's really when it does matter, when it comes down to the playoffs.
Throw to first again. Runner safe. Brandon Alexander over at first base for Cherryville. Second base is Huff. Shortstop Kraft. Third base is Sam Travis with Hastings on the mound. Catcher Kaiser, and that's fouled off. It's 1-1 on Loasis. In the outfield, Mosteller left, Bess center, and Beam in right field. Loasis count 1-1 strike. Hastings delivers, and it's a ball. Oh, it gets by Kaiser. A wild pitch that will move Brooks down to second base. Now when a bouncer in the left-handed batter's box and took a high hop over Luke Kaiser, who threw his body over there, Josh, to block it. But that one just took a wicked bounce.
Kaiser is going to have a little word with Mr. Hastings here. Get their game plan going.
Got that runner at second base. Probably changing up the signs there.
Yep.
Yeah, so doesn't tip off the hitter. And runner at second. 2-1 count on Loasis. And the pitch, it is a ball, 3-1. So Hastings went 3-2 on Brooks and walked him. He's 3-1 here on Loasis with one out and a runner at second, top of the first. No score if you're just tuning in. And here's the pitch. Bouncer third baseman Travis has got it. Going to have to hurry the throw. Got it going to third. Now is Brooks on the throw, and he is in safe, but a 5-3 ground out on Loasis. And there's two down for Nick Triplett. So Shelby threatening here. Runner 90 feet away from bringing in the first run of the game here in the top of the first. With two out, the cleanup hitter Nick Triplett.
Nick Triplett also a hot bat here in the playoffs. But I have full confidence in Hastings on the mound tonight. Just want to. It's always, in the playoffs, it's a little bit exciting.
And here's a bouncer. Oh, that one come off of Huff and goes into shallow center field. A run comes in, and let's see the scoring on that. Give him a hit. They give Triplett a hit, an RBI on the smash there to second base.
That was just a nasty short hop there. It's anybody gonna have a problem with that. It just hit so far and hopped so short, and it went straight up, and he actually lost it.
For a moment, it looked like it might stay airborne long enough to be a line drive out, but that's what
I thought. Yeah,
it took that short hop on Huff, and it's strike one here on Brock Melton. Melton, a left-handed batter, throw to first. Triplett back in. So a run in for Shelby in the top of the first on one hit. Two out, runner at first, and the pitch. There's a strike on a curveball.
Big strike by Hastings there.
If he can get that curveball to do that all night, in good shape.
Yes, sir, start breaking. That's hard to hit.
Here's the 0-2 pitch, fouled off. And still no balls, two strikes on Brock Melton.
Now, like I was saying before, we're in the semifinals. It's a big night. Fans are, packing the seats in, and, probably a little case of nerves and everything. But I believe Hastings will.
Yeah, curveball. The left-hander reaches out and fouls off. Third base side again, still 0-2 on Brock Melton.
I believe he'll pull it together here and settle down after these first couple of batters, and he'll pitch a good game.
All right, 0-2 remains the count. Runner at first, and two out, throw to first, runner safe. Shelby has played a run, a one-out walk to Brooks. He went to second on a wild pitch, advanced to third on a ground out, and brought in on the base hit. Here's one in the hole at second, gets through for a base hit, and Triplett will hold up at second base. Melton gets a hit, consecutive hits now for post 82, and it brings up Riley Smith.
And that was just, inches away from Huff snagging that ball.
Yep, Huff giving it all he could there to dive on top of it, but couldn't get it in time. And the gets through into center field for the hit and brings up Riley Smith, the catcher. Right-handed batter for Shelby. So Shelby with 2 out, threatening again here. Runners first and second. Pitch from Hastings. Little bloop pop-up. Kraft will have it at shortstop for out number 3. A run scores on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We played a half inning on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. It is Shelby 1, Cherryville coming to bat. Listening to B Square Construction Post 100 Baseball.
Thinking about remodeling your home? Or maybe you're even thinking about building a new home, or maybe a new building out back. Either way, call on the building experts at B Squared Construction. Get your project started today. From decks to roofing to kitchen and bath to siding to gutters. Also window and door replacement. With over 40 years of combined experience, B Squared Construction. Call Brad Beatonhead at 704-201-4453 or Banjo Strap at 704-713-8296 to get your project started today. There is a national shortage of home standby generators. Now is the time to order your Generac home standby generator from Mr. Sparky and Wise Electric in Cherryville. Call now and get $500 off when you mention this ad.
Mr. Sparky, we're on time, you'll see. Mr. Sparky, all your repair is free. You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Friends, let's stop spending our weekends driving back and forth from some home improvement warehouse. Let's make one trip to Ace, get help quickly from people who know their stuff, and do it all before our second cup of coffee. Get your weekend back.
Ace can help you quickly turn your to-do list into a to-done list.
To help out with your weekend projects, see Ferguson's Ace Hardware. Ferguson's Ace Hardware on Highway 150 East in Cherryville, helping you out with your weekend project.
Ace, the helpful place.
Hi, I'm Sherry.
Is how much your monitor, strips, and lancets should cost if you have Medicaid or Medicare plus a supplement. See Hauser Drug Store today. Find out all the details. That's Hauser Drug on the corner in downtown Cherryville.
And welcome back. Milton Becker, Josh Moo Collins with you here tonight. You didn't wear your white T-shirt with black spots all over.
Well, it wasn't Cow Appreciation Day.
It's not Cow Appreciation Day here at the ballpark. No, it's not. Thomas Best leads off. Josh Beam and Brad Huffty to follow in the bottom of the first. Shelby got a run across in the top of the first inning. And Best takes the first pitch inside for ball 1 from Chandler Young, right-hander on the mound for Cherryville. That sidearm delivery, as Kevin mentioned when we first went on the air, a lot of these right-handed Shelby pitchers have that delivery. And here it comes again. It's low.
It's the Mike Grayson School of Sidearm Pitching.
I guess so. I think so. It's 2-0 on Best. Our umpires for tonight's game at the plate is Clint Lawson. At first base, Gary Swanson. At third base, David Brown.
See what Mr. On Base can do here.
On base Best, and it's high, 3-0 on Thomas Best.
Like I said, there might be a lot of balls thrown this for a couple innings, trying to get their nerves down, trying to get their control. But we'll take all we can get. If he can get on base, we'll take him on base.
There you go, 3-1 pitch from Young, and it's ball 4. Take your base. So 4 consecutive balls, and Best is going to first base with nobody out for Josh Beam. Josh Beam, left-handed hitter for Cherryville, to face this sidearmer, pitcher Chandler Young.
Say, we don't call him on base Best for nothing, do we?
That's right. When he gets on base, it's look out. He might be
can
second, third, or home before you know it.
He can hit. He can take a hit. He can take a walk. We just want him on base.
He's the total package.
He is super fast, too.
field in a little bit of sunlight here as the pitch comes in. It's high, ball one to Beam.
Sun's kind of coming in late.
A little sunshine here at 7:15 or so.
It's a welcome sunshine after a dreary week.
Best not running pitches inside, 2-0, and Young is yet to throw a strike in the game. Walked Best on 4. It's 2-0 on Beam. Young trying to throw strikes here, the right-hander from Shelby. And it's in there for strike 1. 2-1 on Josh Beam. Brett Huff on deck for Cherryville.
Beam's been pretty hot with the base hits here recently.
And here's a throw to first. Best back in. Beam was walked 4 times Friday night in the game at Union County. He walked 4 times in the ball game as Chadwick and the subsequent pitchers for Union County just couldn't throw strikes to the left-hander.
Yeah.
2-1. Here's the count.
And that's okay with us, too.
Yeah. Here's the pitch from Young. Ground ball to second. And he bobbles it, and he will get nobody out. An E4 as the second baseman just let that one tear him up there. That's Fitch over there at second.
Yeah, he picked it up pretty quick, and I thought they might have a chance for double play, but right when he went to throw it to second base, he dropped the ball.
He was probably thinking double play and probably thinking Best is fast, and Coach Grayson is coming out of the dugout here at a pretty rapid pace here. He wants his infield to meet with him on the mound. So while he does that, we'll just remind you folks that we'll have every game of this series. Tomorrow night, Game 2 at Shelby. Game 3 back here in Cherryville Tuesday night. I think Calvin, and I'm not sure, tomorrow night on the radio on WCSL.
I have no idea.
I won't be available tomorrow night, but should be able to do Tuesday night's game, weather permitting. But tomorrow night, of course, weather permitting. I have to say that a lot this the way the weather's been here lately.
It's been kind of crazy.
Weather permitting. Quick visit. I think Coach Grayson just want everybody to settle down, trying to get his pitcher, his right-hander Chandler Young, to throw some strikes there. And they did have a double play chance there. Had the second baseman fielded it. Here's Huff. Pitch to Huff inside corner for a strike. Huff was our most valuable player of the game at Union County in that last game Friday night. He had a double and a triple and 5 RBIs in the 14-8 victory. Ground ball, first base foul.
He definitely was. He was. He was. He's the most valuable player, and he was just because he was super hot.
Yeah,
in the box.
He came on strong in the latter innings when Cherryville was in a slugfest with Union County, and a lot of players had multiple hits. Some guys had more hits maybe, but he had 5 RBIs to contribute in that big win. And there's a swing and a miss on the 0-2 pitch by Huff. He strikes out, and that'll bring up Seth Weekly, the designated hitter. Weekly batting fourth, DHing for Dylan Hastings. As whatever Coach Grayson said to his infield and pitcher Chandler Young, well,
whatever it was, it must have worked.
He struck Huff out on 3 pitches and had been throwing a lot of balls prior to that. So here's Weekly. And Weekly swings and misses. Strike 1.
Weekly had a good night on the mound on Friday.
Seth Weekly, tall right-handed hitter for Cherryville. Best at second, Beam at first. 1 out. And the pitch. It hits him. Yep, hit him in the leg. Weekly trying to get out of the way. Hit by the pitch. And that'll load the bases for Cherryville and Brandon Alexander. Brandon Alexander, first baseman.
I don't know if you noticed it or not, Milton, but right before his windup, he's been giving real long looks to Thomas Best. And I think he'll be doing that all night.
Yeah.
Probably the whole series, because like we said, his speed is phenomenal around these bases.
He is. There's no substituting for that speed. And here is Alexander with the bases loaded. He takes one inside, and a good stop there by Shelby catcher Riley Smith. Ball 1 on Alexander. So Cherryville trails 1-0 in the bottom of the first, but threatening here, bases loaded and 1 out. 1-0 the count on Alexander, and Alexander asks for time. Brandon Alexander, the rising junior at Burns High School, just a youngster, working his way into the starting lineup for this post-100 squad. And the pitch outside. It's 2-0 on Alexander.
I think we're going to see some good things from this kid too, Milton. I mean, he's a big kid. He's a great ball player already. He's got some size to him. I think we're going to have some great things to see from him in the next couple of years.
And he can pitch too. Here's the 2-0, and it's nowhere close outside. 3-0 on Alexander.
Now, he never went in on Friday, did he?
Brandon actually, yeah.
Did he?
He started Friday night's game. As a matter
Oh.
of fact, yeah.
I'm
I think
sorry.
you got.
I'm
I
sorry.
think you got weekly mixed up with.
I did.
A different
I'm sorry.
game.
Sorry, folks at home.
3-0 pitch. Alexander called a strike. Yeah, Brandon pitched.
Yeah, I did have them
into the, I think, third or fourth inning Friday.
I did have them mixed up.
And Brandon asked for time again here with a count of 3-1. Umpire Clint Lawson grants time. Now puts the ball back in play. It's 3-1. Bases loaded. And here's a ground ball base hit for Alexander between short and third. It'll bring in 1 run, and everybody else moves up to their respective bases, best scores, and we're tied 1-1 on the RBI single by Brandon Alexander.
And just like that, folks, it's 1-1 ball game. We've still only got 1 out. And the bags are loaded.
Bases loaded, 1 out, and the Blue Mist, Blake Mosteller coming to bat. Here's Blake, had some great catches out there in left field.
Oh, phenomenal, like ESPN worthy.
Yeah, he had some real highlight catches.
He was diving, he was jumping, he was getting grass stains on his jersey. I mean, he was hogging the ball out there in left field, just making the Union County team mad.
Yes, sir. And here's the pitch. Ground ball, third baseman, backhands it, tags the bag for 1, throw to first, in time for the double play. So we'll only get 1 run out of the affair, but it's 1 run for Cherryville on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left on. And we go to the second inning. Cherryville and Shelby tied 1-1 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. It's B-Square Construction, post-100 baseball.
Hefner, the pastor's wife at the First Baptist Church of Cherryville. Proverbs 22:6 says, "Teach your children the way they should go, and when they grow up, they will not depart from it." As a mother of 4 teens and young adult children, I can attest to the many challenges of Christian parenting in these modern times. That is why this scripture is such a comfort to me. I can rest assured knowing that regardless of the choices my children may make in life, they can never get away from the godly upbringing that my husband and I have provided for them. Are you laying a godly foundation for your children? This is Sherry Hefner of First Baptist Cherryville, where we strive to accomplish all things through Christ.
Stamey Funeral Home, serving Cleveland and surrounding counties since 1900. Stamey Funeral Home is owned and operated by the Tysinger family, loving and caring licensed professionals. Our family is here for your family during one of the most difficult periods in life, planning, pre-planning, or pre-need counseling. We're here to listen, care, and help. That's what families are all about. Stamey Funeral Home, located in Fallston. Our family serving your family.
Car Store in Cherryville is your source for auto sales and service. Stop by to see the Jenkins boys for the best deals around on pre-owned vehicles. The Car Store now does inspections, oil changes, tire and wheel changes, along with brake service, paintless dent removal, and minor repairs. The Car Store in Cherryville is locally owned and operated for over 20 years on Lincoln and Highway 150 in Cherryville. Let us earn your business. If we don't have it, we will find it. Call today 704-435-1988.
They don't, but it's going to be a 9-inning game.
Yeah, long way to go.
Yep, and we also, had a bit of bad luck right there with the bases juiced.
Yeah, we did. And here's a bunt by Dustin Green. Hastings will go to first, and a sacrifice by Green is 1-3, and that moves Fitch down to scoring position. Potential go-ahead run at second for Shelby, and brings up Chandler Young. Young, number 9 batter in the order. Tonight's pitcher, right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter for Shelby. First game 1 of the best 3 out of 5 series between Shelby and Cherryville to advance to the Area 4 finals. This is third round playoffs starting tonight at Fraley Field. And here's a foul ball. A lot of fans down the bleachers on the right side. It's going behind them for strike one.
But like you said, we're hitting just as good as they are right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we had the bases juice for one run. I think it's going to come down to base hits tonight probably. The way it's looking so far after one inning.
Here's the 0-1 pitch to Young. High for a ball, 1-1. The stands are almost completely full. It's just almost standing room only here.
I love it.
A lot of fans prefer to stand anyway.
This is what I've been waiting for all season.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. A ground ball. Second baseman Huff. He'll get there from his knees to throw to first for out number 2.
Excellent play. Excellent play by Huff right there. He was able to get in front of that one. Like this is the last inning. He was just an inch out of reach, but he's able to get in front of that one tonight, block it, and like I said, make the play from his knees. Excellent play.
That brings up the top of the order, Jackson Mims, who struck out swinging into first. Runner at third for Shelby. 2 out. We're tied 1-1, top of the second here at Fraley Field. And Mims, right-handed batter, big, tall youngin', he waits here. The pitch from Hastings, swung on and missed. Got him chasing a curveball there. And it's 0-1. Sunlight here on the field after starting kind of in the clouds a little bit. And there's a strike, 0-2 on Mims. Never know these days when it's going to rain 1 minute and be sunny the next.
Yeah, this past week, if you don't like the weather, wait about 5 minutes, it'll change.
0-2 pitch, lifted to left field. Mosteller or Best? Going to be Best. Yep. Best calls off Mosteller to make the catch in left center for out number 3.
Just like that.
No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We played an inning and a half. It remains 1-1 on a Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard, and Kraft, Travis, and Kaiser due up for Cherryville.
West End Sales in Vale is proud to welcome Ron Parker to their staff. Ron takes his time to invite his friends and former customers to come by and see him for all of your farm and lawn and garden equipment needs. And for a limited time, get a free loader with any Coyote Series tractor, excluding the DS Series. And get a free first-time oil change with the purchase of any new tractor. See Ron Parker today at West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vale. Cherryville Self-Storage is your complete storage center. They have units from 5x5 up to 10x30. They also sell moving supplies such as locks, slip covers, ropes, and more. Cherryville Self-Storage is the first storage facility in Cherryville and is also the newest units in town. They're also the only storage facility in the surrounding area with climate-controlled units. All storage units have 24-hour access and have paved lots for your convenience. Units are also monitored by security cameras as well as treated monthly for pest control. For more information, call 704-435-4909.
A base hit. Good start for Cherryville. Here in the bottom of the second. Say hey to Dango. Dango, raise your hand, buddy. Dango's in the stands. He's here tonight. Hey, Tango. Saw Hillard earlier today somewhere around here with his headset on. He's usually over here on this other side. And a lot of fans here tonight. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. If you're watching on WhatsAppShopper.com, Freddie Farley, our cameraman on the Henry Dome roof, Milton Becker and Josh Collins here in the press box. I didn't say that right. Moo Collins. Here's Sam Travis. Travis bunts. It's a good one back to the pitcher. Only play is to first, and the sacrifice will go 1-3 on Travis. Out number 1 moves Kraft into scoring position in this 1-1 ball game for Luke Kaiser. Kaiser been hitting the ball well. He had a couple hits Friday night, and a couple of hits the night before, I believe, too.
Also want to mention our tech support in the press box tonight. We got
yes.
Kevin Hastings.
That's right. Bringing out the big guns for this.
Yeah, that's right. And when Kevin walks into the box, you know we know you're official.
Got 3 radio stations here tonight, 3 umpires on the field. Stands full of fans. Here's a base hit up the middle for Kaiser, and he'll hold up Kraft at third. Runners on the corners. Kaiser drills it right up the middle, and both of those hits, Josh, by Kraft and Kaiser, they have been drilled.
Yes.
they like the first pitch they saw each time from Chandler Young. It brings up top of the order Thomas Bess. Cherryville left a couple on, had the bases loaded with one out in the first inning, got one run out of it, left a couple of runners on as double play ended the bottom of the first. But here's Bess with one out, runners on the corners, and Thomas Bess walked and scored the tying run in the bottom of the first for Cherryville. He came in to score on the Alexander bases loaded single. Here's the pitch to Bess, low and away.
He was looking for it. He was looking for a first pitch strike too.
He wanted to hit it too, didn't he?
He sure did. But he held off. Good thing it was a ball. And we will see what Mr. Young has for him next.
Chandler Young, right-hander for Shelby, post 82. And jam here in the bottom of the second. Tie game 1-1. Runners on the corners, one out for Cherryville, and that's low. 2-0 to Bess. On base, Bess.
And what he doesn't want to do right here is give Bess another walk and juice the bases again with only one out.
Here we go. The 2-0 to Bess. And it's a base hit into left field for Thomas Bess, and Cherryville leads for the first time in the game, 2-1 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. RBI for Bess.
Well, I said he didn't want to walk him. He probably didn't want that to happen either.
Didn't want that to happen either. You're right. Brings up Josh Beam, runners first and second, and still only one out. Beam reached on an error in the first inning. Beam, left-handed hitter up here against Chandler Young.
We might want to start calling him on-base Beam.
I know. The pitch, and it's a ball.
Little high.
Yeah.
Look at his over the plate, just a little too high. He held off on it, knew it was going to be a ball, waiting for a good pitch.
And for something the lefty can hit here. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled. First base side, 1-1 on Beam.
He saw a good pitch and said, I want it right now.
Yeah.
Swung a little early.
Kaiser down at second, Bass at first. We're in the bottom of the second, 2-1 Cherryville. And Beam asks for time. Now the left-handed hitter steps back in. The pitch from Young, high. 2-1 now on Beam. And the 2-1 coming up here from Young. It's low and away, 3-1. Got a couple of new sponsors we want to welcome to our broadcast. Rocky Bennett, Bennett Insurance, and also tell you after the pitch, 3-1 pitch is ball four. Field starter, that's right.
Field starter and alternator. And Rocky Bennett, Erie Insurance broker.
Mm-hmm.
And so they both came on board for this entire series. So I want to thank them for being sponsors.
Oh, and Danny and I were talking Friday night, and yes, before the game there was still some Post 100 T-shirts available down behind the ticket booth as you come in the gate.
So, folks, if you're watching from home tonight or listening, you might want to get here early on the Tuesday game if there's any left.
Yep. There's bases loaded for Brett Huff. First pitch is called a strike on Huff. Huff struck out swinging in the first. So bases loaded again for Cherryville. One out. Same scenario as in the first inning. And here's the pitch. Outside, 1-1 on Huff.
Shelby hoping they can get another double play right here, and Cherryville hoping we can get another base hit and score some more insurance runs.
There you go. 2-1, Cherryville leads. Bottom of the second, a chance to really break things open here early on with the bases loaded. One out. Your number 3 hitter up. Pitch almost hits Huff. He gets back, and it's 2-1 on Brett Huff. Right-handed hitting second baseman for Post 100. Catcher Smith walks out to the mound and gives Young the baseball. They have a word or two.
Yeah, a little powwow. He's been taking some long looks from the mound. I'm not sure if if he's shaking him off or the signals aren't quite clear, I'm not sure. But he's taking some long looks from the hill.
3-1 pitch, a ground ball to second. This could be 2. 4-6 down to first. 4-6-3 double play. Cherryville's done it again. Hit into a bases loaded double play with 1 out to retire the side. But Cherryville gets a run earlier in the inning. 1 run on 3 hits. There were no errors and 2 left on. Let's go to the third inning with the score Cherryville 2 and Shelby 1. You're listening to Post 100 Baseball on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug Scoreboard and B-Square Construction Network.
Get it cranked.
College Building Supplies in Dallas can save you money on kitchen and bath cabinets, exterior siding, all-size lumber, treated and regular. 5E galvanized metal starts at $15.49 per sheet. Wooden storage buildings start at $1,099. 3-tab roofing shingles, $44.96 a square or $14.99 a bundle. College Building Supplies, across from Gaston College. Open Monday through Saturday. Call 704-922-8649.
Cherryville Federal Bank makes switching a snap. Every bank has a switch kit, but ours has a name and a face, a real person ready to walk you through all the details. Automatic drafts, direct deposit, tracking down numbers and details. Completing the process. We do everything we can to make switching a snap. So the sooner you get started, the better. Cherryville Federal Bank. It's just better here. Member FDIC.
For the grad or dear old dad, the Drugstore and Home Medical Equipment has unique gifts for both. Visit one of their convenient locations in Lincoln and Boger City and Vail and get free delivery within 3 miles of Lincoln and Boger City. And be sure to see them on Facebook. Unique gifts for the grad and dad at the Drugstore and Home Medical Equipment. Carolina Shopping Center, Boger City, Town and Country Shopping Center, Lincoln, and in the Honey Shopping Center, Highway 10 in Vail.
3 and 4 spots in order. Brooks, left-handed batter, walked and scored in the first. And the pitch, ground ball, a shortstop. Crafts got it. Throw in time. And I don't know about that one, Josh. That was almost an infield single.
Well, it was close. It was close, and he did have a better look at it down there. And, you know, I thought the double play was pretty close too down there.
Yeah,
so,
it was, and so did Huff.
So 2
close plays.
So I guess we'll just let the professionals handle it from down there for now.
I guess so.
For now.
Evan Alosis, the batter. Pitch fouled off the helmet of catcher Kaiser. So umpire Clint Lawson will walk the ball halfway back to the mound, give Kaiser a moment. He's okay. Kaiser got up immediately and picked up the ball that deflected off his headgear back to the backstop. He shows no signs of being stunned by the foul ball. 0-1 pitch is a ball. 1-1 on Loasis.
Must have been just a little low. It was definitely over the plate. It must have been just below the knees there, Milton.
Yeah. A little light breeze blowing the flags in center field, left to right. There's a strike, 1-2 on Loasis. A few clouds in the sky. Still field in sunshine. Shadows starting to creep in toward the third base line. Long shadows of the evening, and that was close. 2-2 on Loasis.
And you can tell that the sun is, when it's going down, it really does get the brightest. Because I can see the first baseman and the right fielder kind of getting the shadows off of them.
And here's a ground ball to Kraft at short. He's got it. Throw in time. 6-3 put out on Loasis, and 2 up, 2 down for Nick Triplett. Triplett RBI single in the first. You can see those shadows, those long shadows, and the players, those shadows are pointing right at first base. And right in that direction from the pitcher's mound, it's a direct shadow to
which means that the
first
sun
base.
is shining right at first base.
Yeah, it's tough sometimes here at Fraley Field for that first baseman. But Alexander got the sunglasses on, and he was able to field both those throws from the shortstop. It's ball 1 to Triplett. Problem could come if there's a runner on first and the pitcher throws over that way. Swing and a miss, 1-1 to Nick Triplett.
It seems like Hastings has calmed down, throwing a great game right now so far, and Like I said, he's probably need to get that first inning out of the way.
And there's a check swing. Did he go? Yes, says the first base umpire, Gary Swanson. Strike two, 1-2 the count on Triplett. The 1-2 count with 2 out, nobody on. Shelby, top of the third, down 2-1. That's up high. 2-2 now on Triplett. Here's the 2-2 pitch fouled off. 2-2 remains the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out on Triplett.
If you're just joining us, we're in the top of the third inning, and Cherryville is leading 2-1 here at Fraley Field. Game 1 of the series versus Shelby Post 82.
Here's the 2-2 from Hastings. High, 3-2 now. Well, Shelby's been able to get runners on each inning, and Cherryville trying to get them 1-2-3 here in the third. And it's a full count pitch. Here's the 3-2. Swung on a miss, strike 3, and that'll retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the third, 2-1 Cherryville on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard.
And they lived half.
Today's game is being brought to you by R&M Motors Tire and Auto Center and Pawn Shop of Cherryville. R&M does all types of major and minor repairs, including custom exhaust and inspections. Plus, they sell cars, trucks, and custom and stock golf carts, plus four-wheelers, dirt bikes, and more. In the pawn shop, you'll find guns, gold and silver, and everything in between. And they buy and trade at R&M Motors Tire and Auto Center and Pawn Shop, both located on the Dallas-Cherryville Highway. Buy one, get a second at half price at the Home Place Restaurant, Highway 27 west of Lincoln. Ask about their buy one, get one half price specials. On Mondays, it's a poor boy basket. Tuesdays, a cheeseburger basket. Wednesdays, a barbecue basket. Thursdays, a chicken filet basket. And on Fridays, it's a big old fish basket. Buy one, get one half price at the Home Place Restaurant, Highway 27, 2 miles west of Lincoln. And be sure to use their convenient drive-through window.
Fly out to center. 1 pitch, 1 out. As we are experiencing some technical trouble and our radio audience has lost us, we're still on with our What's Up Shopper internet audience as the pitch from Young goes behind the Cherryville hitter Brandon Alexander.
Looks like Young just let go that was way too early.
Yeah, that one slipped out of there. So we're trying to get back on the radio. Any of you listening, watching on the internet, you can tell your friends who call and saying, why are they not on the radio?
Turn on your computer.
Turn on your computer for right now. We don't know.
Or you could also go to El Patron Restaurant, which will be showing it from the restaurant.
Good deal. All right. 2-0 on Alexander. Had an RBI single in the second to break the tie, and the count goes 3-0. 3-0 on Brandon Alexander. Alexander, the first baseman for Post 100. Next pitch called a strike, 3-1. And
it's 3-1 the count.
All right, here's a smash foul. 3-2 on Alexander. Folks, bear with us just a moment. We're going to go away, but we'll try to come back in just a second. Bear with us. All right, here's the 3-2 pitch, a fly ball to left field for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Cherryville. Alexander flies out on a 3-2 pitch.
C.J. Brooks making a good but easy catch out there in left field.
I think we're back on radio now, Josh. What we did there fixed it.
Well, good.
Good deal. Seem to be back on the radio. And for our radio audience, we'll get you updated here as the batter up is Blake Mosteller. 2 out, nobody on for Cherryville in the bottom of the third. First pitch popped up. First baseman looking straight up makes the catch for out number 3. Let's just kind of keep it right here for a moment and update our radio folks who lost us. I don't know at what point you lost us, but in the top of the third, Shelby went 3 up, 3 down. Brooks and Oasis both grounded out to the shortstop. And Loasis and Triplett struck out swinging. It was a 3 up, 3 down third for Shelby. Here in the bottom of the third for Cherryville, Weekly, first pitch swinging, fly out to center. Alexander on a 3-2 pitch, flied out to left. And Blake Mosteller on the first pitch popped up to first. So Cherryville also goes 3 up, 3 down in the third. And we head to the fourth inning. Still Cherryville 2, Shelby 1. This is B Square Construction Baseball.
Attention diabetics. Here's a message from Hauser Drug Store in downtown Cherryville. Are you paying too much for diabetic testing supplies? Then see Hauser Drug Store in downtown Cherryville. $0. $0 is how much your monitor, strips, and lancets should cost if you have Medicaid or Medicare plus a supplement. See Hauser Drug Store today. Find out all the details. That's Hauser Drug on the corner in downtown Cherryville. For over 50 years, Napa Auto Parts in Cherryville has been locally owned and operated. Napa Auto Parts in Cherryville specializes in auto parts, paint, hydraulic hoses, and more. Plus, they have an experienced and knowledgeable staff working to serve you, no matter what your automotive needs are. See Drew and his crew of automotive specialists at Napa Auto Parts, 905 East Main Street in Cherryville. Call 704-435-4581 today. Or come by the church office at 310 West Church Street in Cherryville.
Fourth inning here, Cherryville 2, Shelby 1. Mr. Parkey Hauser Drug scoreboard. Batter up for Shelby's Brock Melton. Riley Smith and Cody Fitch due to follow. The count is 2-0. And the pitch is a line drive, soft liner to the shortstop Kraft, who has time to get there for the putout. And that'll be out number 1 here in the fourth for Shelby, and will bring to the plate Riley Smith. Smith, the catcher, who popped up to the shortstop, Ryan Kraft, to end the first inning. Shelby jumped out to a 1-0 lead after 1 inning. Cherryville tied it up in the bottom of the second. First and second innings, Cherryville had bases loaded with 1 out in each inning and grounded into a double play. In the third inning, Cherryville went in order. There's strike 1 on Smith. Cherryville out hitting Shelby 4-3 at this point, leading 2-1. And the pitch is low, 1 ball, 1 strike on Riley Smith. Smith, a right-handed batter.
I think if we keep the bats going, though, and keep getting that happening, it'll break.
Here's the pitch. It's in there for a strike. 1-2 now on Riley Smith.
Hopefully we'll start getting some of those runs in.
Yep, can't keep hitting into double plays with the bases loaded. Tough to leave them there. And there's a swing and a miss, strike 3, and it's out number 2. And that is the third strikeout for Dylan Hastings on the evening.
Seems like every time that we have that, when we're making contact, it seems like every time that we get the bases loaded like that, we're still hitting the ball. It's just we're not hitting it well. You know, it's like we're just hitting some fly balls and some soft line drives, and they're getting a double play on us.
Yeah, absolutely. Curveball in there for a strike. 0-1 on Cody Fitch. Cody Fitch singled, leading off the second for Shelby. Left strand at third. And the pitch here is a ball. 1-1 on Fitch.
Just a little low. That was hard and fast right over the plate, just below the knees.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out, nobody on. And the pitch, curveball. Got him swinging. 1-2 on Fitch.
Beautiful pitch. Beautiful
pitch
by Hastings.
Yeah.
Just when he swung, it broke bad.
And the 1-2 pitch here to Fitch. Tries to get him on the outside corner. And it's ball two, 2-2, 2 out. Deuce is wild here. Top of the fourth. Shelby leading Cherryville leading Shelby, 2-1. And the pitch in the dirt. Did he go? Base umpire says yes, he did. And that'll do it for Shelby. They go in order again in the fourth. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Cherryville holding a 2-1 lead on the B Square Construction Post 100 baseball broadcast.
Get your prescriptions to go from Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville. Yes, delivery is now available. Look for the Medical Center delivery van in your area. Just call 704-435-3263 for your prescriptions to go. You can even order online at mcpcherryville.com. Check out that new and improved website. And the grill is now under new management. Come on in for your favorite sandwiches. That's at the Medical Center Pharmacy, East Academy Street in Cherryville. On the go for you. Dr. Paul H. Cloninger takes this time to invite you to Paul H. Cloninger Dentistry in Cherryville and Cherryville Dental Clinic. You'll find a state-of-the-art facility with excellent dental care from their competent and caring staff, offering a wide array of preventive, cosmetic, and restorative procedures, and they strive to improve your dental health and a higher quality of life. Dr. Paul H. Cloninger Dentistry, 1015 East Kirk Street in Cherryville, and Cherryville Dental Clinic, 106 North Mountain Street in Cherryville. Visit the website at CloningerDentistry.com. There's no doubt about it. Your pet is a member of the family, and you want to give them the best possible care. That's why we take our pets to Dr. Robert Browning and Cherryville Animal Hospital in Cherryville. Cherryville Animal Hospital is a full-service animal hospital and will take both emergency cases as well as less urgent medical, surgical, and dental issues. They will take every step to ensure your pet the best possible care. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, Saturdays 8 till 12. Located at 1412 Shelby Highway 150 West in Cherryville. The Car Store in Cherryville is your source for auto sales and service. Stop by and see the Jenkins boys for the best deals around on pre-owned vehicles. The Car Store now does inspections, oil changes, tire and wheel changes, along with brake service, paintless dent removal, and minor repairs. The Car Store in Cherryville is locally owned and operated for 20 years on the Lincoln and Highway 150 East in Cherryville. Let them earn your business. If they don't have it, they'll find it. Call 704-435-1988.
Take time out from your busy, hectic life and have some fun. Lots of fun at Exhilaration Station in Cherryville. Exhilaration Station has something every family member would enjoy. Batting cages, mini golf, games for every age. Why, Exhilaration Station can even help you with that next great birthday party. Open 7 days a week.
Maybe he'll get more than 2 tonight. And don't know at this point, but he's got a 2-out single here for Thomas Bass. Bass a walk and a single tonight. He's had a run scored and has had an RBI. We're at 2-1 in the bottom of the fourth, and Cherryville trying to get something going with 2 out.
That was a textbook, beautiful base hit by Kaiser there.
It was. Pulled it right down the line, did a good job, and hit it hard. And Bass shows bunt and takes it high.